Where's the best place to light the Chanukah candles? So we know the Gemara, the famous minhag of ancient times, was that the ideal place to light the Chanukah candles is if I'm facing my front door, that faces the Rishut Arabim, faces the street. I have my mezuzah on the right. When you're facing the front door, the best place to put the Chanukiah would be on the bottom left. Meaning, I'm facing the front door, the right has mezuzah, the bottom left is where the Chanukiah goes. And that way you'll be considered like you're wrapped with mitzvot when you walk in wearing tzitzit. You have the mitzvah of tzitzit, the right is mezuzah, left is Chanukiah. That's the best place for the Chanukiah. Additionally, it's facing the public domain, facing the street. So anyone who looks at your house sees the Chanukiah, and that's the best way to fulfill the mitzvah of Pirsumei Nisa, of publicizing the miracle. This all applies back then when there was no threat, no danger of any kind. Unfortunately, throughout history, there were times, time in and time again, where there was a lot of persecution against the Jewish people, and they were scared to light the Chanukah candles outside. They were worried that they would cause an uproar or cause enemies to attack them. So therefore, the minhag developed. Again, it's an old standing minhag to light the Chanukah candles inside. Now, even if someone lights inside, the most ideal place we know is obviously Pirsumei Nisa. You want to publicize the miracle. So now there come many people who light inside, facing a window or adjacent to a window, so people outside can see their Chanukah candles. And even if that they don't want to, there is what to rely on to light the Chanukah candles in the kitchen or wherever for themselves only. They may make the bracha still, and even though they're not publicizing the miracle to everyone, they are publicizing it to themselves, so they're allowed to light the Chanukah candles inside. But the most ideal way, the most ideal fashion is to publicize the candles, publicize the mitzvah, having the Chanukiah outside facing the public domain. Now, even if someone does this minhag, and in Great Neck there are many people who do light outside or light by the window. If they light outside but it's raining or snowing or very windy, and the second they light it, the Chanukah candles are going to go out, they don't have to go through that trouble of raincoat, umbrella to do the mitzvah if it's going to go out right away. In that scenario, everyone would agree you can light it inside as well. Now, a few more interesting halachot. Halakha also explains that the Chanukah candles you have to recognize that they're lit not for light, but for the mitzvah of Lefarsem et Hanes, to publicize the miracle. So therefore, Chanukah candles above 20 amot, if you're lit on the ground level and you want to build it, let's say above 9.6 meters, or let's say approximately 10 meters, someone who does so does not fulfill the mitzvah of Chanukah, because something that high, people walking like this won't see it, won't recognize it, and won't understand that it's for the mitzvah. They're not even yotzeh bediavad, meaning even bediavad they don't fulfill the mitzvah if they lit that high. But now what about someone who lives in an apartment building and they're 15, 20 floors high? Do they have to go to the ground floor? So this halakha of 10 amot high is referring to the ground level of where you are. So if you're 20 stories high, you don't go based on the outside street saying, oh man, I'm above 10 meters from the ground. No, my apartment, my floor is now 0, and anywhere above that, keep it within 10 meters. Now, where would you light it though? You want to publicize the miracle. If I'm in an apartment building, how do I publicize the miracle? So one opinion is you light it facing another apartment building that's adjacent to you in your window, so they see it as well. So you're publicizing the miracle to the other building. It's going to be difficult to light it on the 20th floor and people on the street seeing it, but nevertheless, the other building can count. Or worst case scenario, you light it for yourselves and you and your family fulfill the mitzvah, Pirsumei Nisa, like that. Have a wonderful day.